Hi again. Hello. I've been feeling a lot lately. Um, wow. The powerful energy that I get from sitting in front of myself is jarring to me. And that just tells me how much I am powerful. But what I want to touch on is that since all of these videos are a note to reflection, I want to make all of my videos as raw as possible. And the rawness that I'm feeling right now, I don't know if I can describe it, but I'll try. So it's that I've been having to go into my mind a lot. And as I've gone through this new beginning in my life, I've started to just really try and understand the version of myself that I am right now after all of the transformations that has undergone within me. And now as I move on with this new beginning, I feel that I've ascended to such a state where I understand everything to its maximum capacity. Like, if you asked me to interpret a certain situation for you, I could tell you all the angles in which you could interpret that situation. So it's not like I am the average person who tries to explain it to you in the surface level explanation that we give to other people. But I find myself giving that surface level explanation when I know that I could give more. But how do you give more? It's the fact that I now am able to embrace everything. I know that we are all one and that we all have our differences. And I know that the people that are around me are people that I have to adjust with and are people who are great in their own light, just like I am in mine. But I find myself thinking, if that's the case, why is everything so black and white? Why do I feel like the spark life had and the spark of joy that I used to feel by just interacting with another person is just not there anymore? I used to feel this childlike wonder with just interacting with another person and being in their presence. The energy that you get while you talk with another person, it's so beautiful. But I seem to not tap into that again. And now I realize that that's just my fault and it's just my mind that is making me do that. But why do I make myself not feel what I could be feeling? Why do I make life become so black and white, and why do I have to categorize everything? That's the thing. Black and whiteness in the sense that there is good and bad. But I also know that if there was only good and bad, I wouldn't be able to explain the emotions between good and bad, which are fear, anxiety, and all of that, jealousy, and we all feel that. So it's not really whether I am feeling black and white right now, it's whether I am allowing myself to get out of the mindset that life is black and white. But it's hard when you think that other people are thinking in that type of way, when you think that other people don't see you. See, I am a very heart oriented person. I love creativity. I love my intuition. And this has been the outlet that I've made myself to express that. But it's not like I can do that with the friends that I have or with the world, you know. I can only give my whole self in certain ways. I can't do that all the time. That feels like a dream to me because I have so much to give. I have so many parts of myself that I understand now. It's like the more you understand yourself and the more you know how much you have to give to other people and how much you can change this world for the better, then you understand that you can also not do that at all, because it's not exactly possible, in the sense that it's not practical in this time, especially when you're young. How much are you willing to be seen? How much are you willing to be allowed to express yourself in your full capacity? It's just this idea that other people are going to perceive you in some type of way if you express in your full authenticity. But the thing is, empaths like me, we express in certain feelings that other people are projecting on us at that time. If a person is really sad beside me, then I'm going to feel that same energy. It's hard for me to be the person who is going to encourage them to get out of that. In fact, I try to mirror them and I try to soothe them, because that's the energy that I tap into with them. So it's not like I'm trying to not allow myself to be seen. It's just the fact that I feel more, and I have difficulty with allowing myself to be seen by such powerful energies, because I feel like that isn't what I should be expressing to, for some reason. Anyway, the bottom line is, allowing yourself to be expressed is intensified when you know more and more day by day that you need more outlets to give yourself. You need more outlets to find how you can give to the world. And if you think everything that I'm saying now is stupid and it's not making sense to you, I the best way I can explain this is for people who understand creativity and for people who understand the beauty of art. Because if you understand the way everything is so ironical and cynical, but beautiful and wondersome and awesome in the same time, if you understand that two emotions are allowed to be at the same time, then you understand that what I'm saying right now is completely valid. Because if it wasn't valid, I wouldn't be experiencing this. I wouldn't be experiencing the fear of allowing myself to be the person that I am. And the more I allow myself to talk to myself like this in these type of videos, the more I'm able to understand what I actually want to do in this life. So this is incredibly powerful. YouTube, videos, words, they help you go in so many rabbit holes which give you so much clarity, which I wouldn't stop doing ever. Why would I? But I was in that state in the past where I would only do for what other people need. I would only give for the energies that people were exuding. I would only want to change them, even when I knew that I couldn't change them. But in reality, you can't give in the from observing the fact that other people want a certain thing. You can only give from observing yourself that you would like to give that thing. It's only for your joy that you're doing, right? It's only for the joy of yourself that you want to be creatively in tune and attuned with what you are wanting to do, wanting to be in this life. So, yeah, I've been feeling a lot of energies, and I've been feeling the need to hide myself into a closet and not be vulnerable, which has been quite the story for a certain amount of time in my life. Being vulnerable, I can't even pronounce that, vulnerability. But baby steps, right? One step at a time. If you have any suggestions on how creative passions and heart centered individuals can become more in tune with not being able to fit in the society, become more in tune with being ourselves, even though other people are different from us. If you have experience with that, I would love if you could share it. Anyways, I think that's it for the holes that my mind has right now. The holes, I love them. So many holes in my mind these days. I love that they are filled with so much of abundance, like these just snippets of the holes that I feel throughout the day. They are just so beautiful. Like the amount of thoughts and energies and feelings that a whole can have, and I'm talking about my mind here, it's amazing and it's worth sharing, I think. For those who are resonating with this and those who have been listening to me, I think it's probably time you pay attention to your holes as well. What are they telling you? What are you feeling? They are valid. I think we forget that sometimes. Everything is valid and everything has its own place and its own time to think about. And maybe you can make the time to think about that, like I am doing right now. So, yeah, I'll see you in the next message.